big round of applause for the man from the Wizard of Oz with the red shoes, Mike Chiselka.
You heard Michael run through the list of all the people that have been writing the show and sending in tapes and came to see each one of the millions of musical, talented geniuses, vocalists, musicians that have been arrayed to play in all different kinds of combinations. And there are 370 some odd people here tonight. This next set is for the three of you that came to see comedy. Let me ask, by applause, how many people in the room tonight are over the age of 15? And by applause, how many of you have a Facebook page? Why? Why? I just had a wonderful pizza. Whoop-de-fucking-do. I'm in the mall just last week. A kid that wears a short sleeve shirt and a tie to go work in a kiosk leans out as I'm passing by and says, "Hey, hey, hey, hey! I can show you how to make your phone do 15 other things." I said, "So what? It's my phone. I don't know if I want it to do 15 other things." He goes, "But there's been amazing advancements in phone technology." And it's like, I know. I've been around for all of it. I remember one day coming home from school, my mom has the phone here, and she's mixing. And she's walking around the kitchen going, "Harriet, you're never going to believe this. I have a 15-foot cord. I can go all the way over here to the refrigerator, get shit out, walk over to the stove, and I'm still talking to you. What are they going to think of next?" It's my phone. I don't know if I want something that smart in my pocket right here. Thing's got a mind of its own. And I stopped and thought, all the years, all the rooms, all the places. You used to be able to put a quarter in a phone someplace, pick up the phone and just use it. A nickel. I'll get there. This is Coats for Kids, not the telethon for... You used to be able to pull up to a phone in a gas station, reach out and pull one in and dial anywhere in the United States. I remember when they made the invention where you took the handle and the dial was in here. They had an audition on Broadway and somebody got sent home because it was an audition for an Arthur Miller play, and there was a real phone on the table, and the actress didn't know to pick it up and go, shh. She had no idea what the fucking plastic circle was for. So I'm talking to this kid, what else do you want? I have seen all kinds of telephones in all kinds of rooms, in all kinds of places, in public, in buildings. Never once have I looked at a telephone and said, I wish I could take a picture of my dick with that. And not only that, after I just like, I could press a button and instantly you all have a picture of my dick. What a world. Sign me up for that data plan, would you please? My God in heaven. When I was 16 years old, I wasn't allowed to answer the phone in my house because it was my mom and dad's house. And even if the phone was for me, my dad wanted to pick it up and go, which asshole is calling my kid? Now they have their own data plan. Jesus, Mary. Yeah, he's coming. But I know it's a different time. You know, I remember the very first time I probably came up with what you guys would call material. I am sitting in the back seat of our American Motors Ambassador. 3 of us in the back seat, and it's a different generation. If my dad said, shut up till we get there, I was quiet all the way to California. Now you gotta have a video screen and a hot tub and a snack bar and a little jacuzzi for their little fucking feet. Beat your kids! Beat them! Oh my God in heaven. But I'm driving down the road, I see a great big yellow sign, says deaf child at play. And I thought, oh my God, you have just informed the driver of a car that in the please don't ever let it happen occurrence, that the deaf child accidentally launched itself on a potential collision course with the onrushing automobile. Even the horn is useless to prevent the impending tragedy. Wouldn't it make more sense to get a great big yellow sign, put cars coming, and stick it in the deaf kid's yard? We don't educate people anymore. We get them ready to memorize shit for a proficiency test. School has nothing to do with reality, and television is supposedly full of reality shows. Really? Really? Let me talk to the women in this room tonight. Most of you have taken the time and effort to look absolutely gorgeous. The theme of the show is Vegas. People got dressed up. Everybody in here looks like $1 million. I'm one of those people who thinks the world would be a lot more civilized if we looked like this more often from time to time, but that's beside the point. Fact of the matter is, though, we're adults, we did this. Now, you got people that think a clean Harley-Davidson t-shirt qualifies for formal night. And everybody goes, well, you know, the reality show, folks, none of those shows are real. Let me talk to the women for a second again, okay? Have you seen the one where 27 of you stand there, hair, makeup, jewelry, gowns, heels, stockings, just looking, and you're standing there going, oh, Jesus, I hope he gives me a rose. Shut up. for 12 minutes on TV, and it's like, yeah, okay, let's get married because this is the truest love that's ever been found. I swear to God, I got picked up in a Learjet, and they flew us to Greenland where we had a little picnic and we ate caviar and shit. And then they flew us to a bullfight in Spain, and after that, we watched the sun go down on the French Riviera. Really? What happens when she goes home and the next guy that asks her out when she's back in Milwaukee goes, Betty, you want to go bowling? And the shows get progressively worse. They all build up to the crescendo where after they've met the parents, you like that show where they meet the parents and the mom and dad, you can see just the anguish. They want to snap, to go, because half of them is like, Jesus, I'd like to get up and just strangle his fucking ass. He doesn't even know my daughter's last name and he's fucked her twice. But the other half of them is going, oh, Jesus, I'm on national television. Christ, the whole world's looking at me. Okay, and you can watch just the whole thing wrestle with. But then it cuts back to the scene where he's in the hot tub with her. Meanwhile, contestant number 4 is up in the hotel room waiting for her turn in the swimsuit, little tiny Band-Aid shit thing, heels, smoking a cigarette. One of these times I'll be next. And she's waiting for her turn to get in the hot tub that the other 8 people have already peed in. Because don't tell me that guy can sit in that fucking hot tub, drink a bottle of champagne with each chick, and not piss at least 3, 4, 5 times. Because that is one of the other biggest kept secrets in America, ladies. We know you pee in the shower, too. Then the other reality TV stuff like the house sluts of anywhere. Pick a city, they're all fuck Jesus. And you go, you watch and go, well, at least those 2 are together, not out fucking up 2 other relationships. But the door, ding, and they'll go over and go, oh, Jesus, look, what a surprise. I had no idea you were going to stop over today. Really? You had no idea anything was going to happen? From the time you woke up this morning, the asshole following you around. You had no idea something might happen today. You want a real reality show? Give me 3 crack addicts, 2 rocks in a 1-bedroom apartment with a gun. I'll show you a reality show. The other show I can't, just pisses me off too, is the ones, people that make this shit up and people, we sit at home and watch. Oh, Jesus. No, the ones that really bother me the most, because if you haven't been able to tell already, there's a very spiritual side to what I do. Oh, there is. Tell you right after this, I'll tell you, I swear to God. But what they do, it's the show where they're ghost hunting. 3 20-somethings, just all full of ink and shit, pierced everywhere, hat on backwards, with a tape recorder. And what they do is they go around to places that throughout history have traditionally handed down generation to generation horribly frightening stories of what may have happened in that location. There are always mental hospitals and institutions and bars that may have been part of the Underground Railroad. And there's always an example or a claim that somebody was murdered or hundreds of people died or some sort of ex-Nazi that was never... It's just that was their secret lair. And that's the uncovered. As a matter of fact, I saw one where they thought that the hole underneath the little trap door was an actual gateway to hell. And here come 3 dicks with green night goggles, a tape recorder, and a thermometer. Now, before we go any farther, who knows the difference between an oral thermometer and an anal thermometer? The taste. But these three idiots walk around, and after 1,200 years of secretly not appearing, being a mystery, being a legend, being something that frightens people because they don't know the truth, these three assholes walk in and go, Satan, if you're here, show yourself. As if the Prince of Darkness is going to go, oh, finally. I've been waiting to reveal myself to you three fucking punks. And what'll happen is they'll walk through and one of them will go, shh, did you hear that? The other two didn't hear shit. They cut to a commercial. Did they hear anything? We'll let you know when we return. Just once, I would like to see one of those 20-something idiots walking around with like the thermometer, the Geiger counter, the glasses, the divining rod, his finger. And all of a sudden have the other guy who's filming something, watch him lift it up, thrown, slammed into a wall, bent over the counter, his pants rip open from behind, and you hear, oh my God, oh, it's even bigger than I thought it would be against Satan's cock. Then I would go, wow, there's really something to this show. But for those of you that doubted that maybe there was a spiritual side to what I do, or maybe why I became an attorney, what I've been able to figure out, folks, because people ask me all the time, you're a criminal defense attorney, how can you deal with those people? And I usually ask them, are you carrying that Bible around as a prop, or do you ever read it? Open it up to chapter 1, Adam, Eve, Cain, Abel. 4 people on the planet. Not only on the planet, in paradise. 4 people in paradise. No rap music, no drugs, no deviant culture, no Democrats. Oh, you're going to fall even farther, folks. And one of them turns and kills somebody else. Maybe that's how we were made. Which is why I think to myself 2 things. One is a question, one I'm absolutely certain of. The question I have is, for those of you that believe in a real, literal interpretation of, on the first day, he split day into night. And the second day, and the 4th day, and the 5th day, and Adam just named every fucking thing, including bugs that haven't even been discovered yet. And on the 7th day, he rested. If he's God, he can't get tired. So my question is, how much better a world if you'd have fucking taken a month? So that's my question. But the one thing I'm absolutely certain of is I know why now Jesus came when he did. Because God sat him down and said, son, I got a job for you. You're my only begotten son, so I want you to go down there, walk around there, live, hang out with him for about 33 years, and then you have to die a horrible death on the cross. And he went, what? 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 He goes, yeah, it's just our plan. I kind of knew. He goes, okay, fine, I'll do it, but I'm going now. I'm going now when they live in mud huts, walk around with donkeys and camels. I'm going now. I want to get this shit over with. What he didn't want to do is come now in the middle of this shit and be in the middle of the Sermon on the Mount teaching everybody how to pray, Our Father who art in heaven, and look over and see some asshole tweeting. Good night.
Ladies and gentlemen, come back out here. Ladies and gentlemen, comedian, lawyer, Mike Chiselka.